Hey, what up? It's Crushing. Dragon Ball Legends 3rd year anniversary LF unit tier list. Who is the best LF? The top contenders we have right now: Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Zenkai Transforming Namek Goku, LF Future Gohan, LF Kid Buu, LF Revival Gohan, Zenkai LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, or is it LF These Nuts? Got him. So out of these, who is the best 11? As in, do they only have one team or do they have multiple teams that they can function on? How well do they fulfill their role? As in, they are a range type, a melee type. How well do they fulfill that role? How good are their stats, their kits? If you're put into a 3v1, a 2v1 situation, who do you want to be with? Who can tank the most, be able to dish out the most amount of damage, let alone in the shortest amount of time? Being able to tank a Rising Rush, all these things put into factors. Out of all these 21, the number one LF is still Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Even with me pretty much studying this guy's kit, I still struggle to beat this guy. Because as soon as you get put into a 3v1 situation, he just deals damage to you like you're playing story mode. Like, that's how crazy this dude's blast damage is. Over 300,000 or 300, it's above 300k. And then he gets those last man standing buffs. It's just completely stupid. He's gonna hold this spot for like another 6 months. He's gonna be probably either the best aging LF or one of the best 3 best aging LFs. That's how good this guy is. Everybody at some point is gonna get this guy to 7 stars. I myself, I only have him like 3 stars, but the majority of us free-to-play players probably have him like 4 stars by now. So we're eventually gonna be able to get him to 7 stars. But he is a monster. He's always gonna be a monster. He's got blast armor as ultimate. The green card gives him more blast damage. His blast do insane damage. Into a last man standing situation, he's gonna destroy the competition. But where he does fall off a little bit is tanking wise. He can't really tank a lot, especially if you don't have any Z abilities or equipment towards him having defense. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, this dude can't tank at all. He sucks booty cheeks. Next up we have Super Saiyan Vegito. Man, it hurts as a Fusion Warrior main, but dude, you should have gotten your Zenkai during the freaking anniversary. It was a perfect time to get your Zenkai, but I don't know, Toshi just keeps wanting to drop all these freaking LFs a month, and then they introduced a new summon coin feature that sucks. Anyways, next up we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, obviously being released in the 2nd year anniversary. He's not nearly as good as he used to be. He was easily Z tier when he initially released. Now I'm going to put him down to A tier, but we'll see if I move him later on. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, definitely one of the better LFs. He's so viable. Also, he, for some reason, I don't know why, but they made him be good on Saiyans at 6 stars, had that Z ability. Like Saiyans needed anything at all when they already have 2 Zenkai LF units. Yeah, definitely needed that. I'm putting him in S tier, just the viability this dude has, especially on Fusion Warriors. That's going to be where he's most prominent. I rarely do I come across GT in PvP. It's either Saiyans, Zenkai Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Zenkai Super Saiyans, Fusion Warriors, Androids, Future, God Key, but GT is down below. That's like probably 1 out of 10 matches I'm going to be running into GT. The other times, it's the other tags I mentioned: God Key, Future, Androids, so on and so forth. So that's why he's going to be put into S tier. The green card has got blast armor on it. The strike card, blast armor. He's able to nullify type disadvantage with his main ability, as well as to reduce damage at type disadvantage. His blue card, amazing, able to draw another one straight away. All around great unit. Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now this guy, I hate this guy too, man. Honestly, dog. Like, why do you have to give Saiyans this stuff, bruh? Why do you have to give Saiyans this stuff, my guy? I'm gonna put him in Z tier. As much as I hate to do it, I don't even want to respect him, but I have to acknowledge how good he is. He just is able to deal a lot of damage. He can tank a little bit, not really as much. Able to nullify type disadvantage as well with the ultimate. All around, just a great phenomenal unit. Finally got his green card upgraded to where he can combo into it. Works very, very well on Saiyans, especially when you have this transforming Namigoku also on Saiyans, and then you have other Saiyans in general. He has so many team options, fulfill the role super well as well. All around, just, yeah, one of the most amazing units in the game, sadly. Next up, we have Super Saiyan, or transforming Super Saiyan to Majin Vegeta. He's obviously not as good as he used to be. He's fallen off. He did get his platinum equipment. I'm going to put him down in B tier. Initially, his blue card did a bunch of damage. I don't even know what tags he buffs, or his Z ability rather. I just don't run into him in PvP anymore. He's just not prevalent. I see the Trunks take his spot in Vegeta family, the Zenkai Trunks. But other than that, I always see him on the bench. I do see him brought into Vegeta family teams, but rarely do they actually bring him into battle. So that obviously should tell you why, or rather how people see him now, how players see him now. His stats have gone down a bit, right? Obviously, new units being released as well as new equipment being released. This guy is just not doing that good anymore, especially when you have, you know, Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then all around just being replaced by maybe some other better units. Next up, we have Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. The unique gauge, when I was released, dude, that was so badass. So badass. Easily, though, he deserves his spot in S tier. He's not Z tier, because that dude, he can't take a punch at all. Like, he's pretty much similar to Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, you know? Or pretty much glass cannons, right? They deal a bunch of damage, but they can't take anything back. Hence why, you know, he has the unique gauge and stuff, because he really just can't take anything back. So he's able to dodge, 2 unique gauges, boom. His green card, AoE, able to get you. If you vanish out, it doesn't matter. You're not going to have to wait for them to sidestep or risk having to wait for them to sidestep. Just use that green straight away. You got the ultimate, deals pretty good damage. The blue restores your unique vanish gauge as well. Running on teams like God Key, obviously very, very prevalent. Universe Survival Saga, not as prevalent. And then once again, Saiyans at 6 stars. So he can be run on Saiyans and God Key. Those are going to be the main tags he's run on. Universe Survival Saga, that's like whatever. He rarely is he going to be run on that tag. Next up, we have Corrupted Zamasu. I've gone up against him a lot, especially when the anniversary started. Obviously, everyone's going to want to use the new units. The times I ran into him, he was like 2 to 7 stars. That's typically the stars everyone had him at. And he just wasn't doing that good. I mean, the only times he's going to be dealing a bunch of damage is at type advantage. Especially when I have my Fusion Warriors like Dot. If you have above 170k defenses, this guy is just not going to be able to deal a bunch of damage. He does have the green card, once again, of AoE. And then the ultimate does a bunch of damage too. The strike, the blast, has got a cover change. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, Ultra Instinct Sign has that cover change on blast and strike. So does Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Vegeta Blue has that cover change on blasts. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku has that cover change on everything that activates once. But this guy is an A tier. He's just not it. Yellow Super Saiyan 4 Goku. GT is in a very great spot. He was released on his own banner, and he was the only new sparking. An LF featured on the banner, and that was the only new unit that came to the game. Obviously, very, very bad timing, because then we had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then we had what, like 4 or 5 GT units already come out. So you have Zenkai Super 17, Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Then you had this guy. Then you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the 2 dragons, and then a couple of EXs that we also got. So it's already in a good spot. This team is already in a good spot. We don't really need this guy, or GT rather doesn't need this guy. Rarely is he prevalent in PvP. Not that many players use him. Once again, consider the tags like Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Gaki, Future, Androids, Fusion Warriors. GT is just not up there like these other tags are. Like the top 5 tags, I'm not putting them in order, but the top 5 most popular tags: God Key, Future, Androids, Fusion Warriors, and what's the other one? Oh, Saiyans. Or I don't know if I said one of them twice, but those are basically the 5 tags right there. But I'm gonna put him in B tier. He's not terrible, right? But there are other options that are better than him, or rather, he was just released at a poor time. He does have the coverage change on everything, but dude, he had a lot of potential, but it was just wasted. LF Frieza's up next. This guy is just not usable. Let's face it, he's not usable unless he gets his Zenkai. LF Goten, once again, not usable. Very old stats. Zenkai transforming Namek Goku. He's infamous. Blue card, counter, serves the last man standing unit as well. The green card restores his vanishing gauge. Primarily blast oriented unit. I believe he also has over 300,000 blast damage. Gonna be put into Z tier. I don't know who I'd put over though. Between these two guys, I don't know who I'd put over. We'll save that towards the end. LF Future Gohan. Ooh, this is one of the best guys for sure. Non-Zenkai LFs, this is one of the best for sure. He's got endurance. That green card's good. He's got that cover change on blast. He restores his vanish gauge with the strikes. He's got a bunch of things. All around great, amazing unit. Easily just put in Z tier. He's got what teams? Future. I don't know the other 2 tags, but Future's definitely Future Hybrid Saiyans. And then I think there's another one, but I forget that one. Just easily a phenomenal unit. Next up, LF Kid Buu. I'm guessing the main tag for this guy is just going to be powerful opponent. Regen. When he released, pretty much like he was overhyped for the vanishing gauge thing. It's not really that big of a deal. He does deal damage, but it's not so much to the point where you're going to be like, dang! You know what I mean? It's just like, dang, he deals some pretty good damage for an LF. That's pretty good freaking damage, my guy. But it's not anything crazy, not like these LFs up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put him in, I'm gonna go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a talk about the A. I'm gonna put him in A, but then I'm gonna put him at the top here too. No, hold on, what are you doing? There you go, put in that order. Legends Limited Revival Gohan. A lot of players have said, Jiwis, that he is the best Legends Limited unit, non-Legends Limited unit in the entire game. As much as I hate to admit it, dude, he's definitely up there too. He's Z tier. I mean, come on. You can't really be expecting anything else. Like at 6 stars, this dude buffs sagas from the movies, Hybrid Saiyans, D's nuts, pretty much buffs almost anything and everything, but it doesn't even really matter if he didn't, because his stats are just completely insane. Similar to this Gohan as well, is they're both able to tank a rush. Obviously, one has endurance, one has the revival mechanic, so they'll be able to tank it, and you'll be able to tank that stupid RNG to win Rising. Okay, so that's why he is one of the best, right? He's got his pre-transformation. He still deals good damage pre-transformation, but post-transformation, that's when it gets into the good stuff. So you got the AoE green card, the insane damage dealing blue card, and then obviously his strike defenses, all his offensive stats, they jump up. He's able to just deal a lot more damage. Once he transforms, that's when you want to truly look out. That's when he just doesn't give up anymore. He's just out there to completely destroy, obliterate the competition. He can tank a little bit too, not too much. But if you were to choose between having a glass cannon like Corrupted Zamasu, then you would definitely want to put up LL Gohan to try to tank a little bit. LF Broly. Broly is my favorite character in all the series, if you couldn't tell by my profile picture. But it sucks to say that he is not the best 11 in the game. It sucks to say that he's not even Z tier. It sucks to say that he's not even... Nah, I'm going to put him in S tier. I'm going to put him in S tier. I'm going to put him in S tier. Listen to me. Listen to me. He's got Blaster Armor and Strikes. The green card gives him card draw speed. Whenever you switch out to someone else, he gets buffs. His ultimate deals pretty good damage too. His blast damage, it's whatever. Melee unit. He can tank a little bit too. He's got that cover change on those strikes. It's going to come in handy. Other than that, that's why he's in S tier. That's why he's behind UI Sign Goku and Gogeta. And above, you know, LF Kid, Boo, Corrupted Muscle. This dude can put in work. This dude can put in work. Corrupted Muscle, he's been putting work on himself a little bit too much. He needs to chill out. Zenkai LF Piccolo. Regen, one of the most hated tags in the entire game. I hate Regen so much. He is one of the most forgotten Zenkai LFs. Like, out of all the Zenkai LFs, he's definitely one of the most forgotten. Like, if I ask you right now, name 3 Zenkai LFs, LF Piccolo would not be one of the first 3 to come into your mind. Obviously, you're going to have someone like Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Zenkai Transforming Namiko. Those are definitely going to be the first 3 that pop in your head, not LF Piccolo. I'm going to put this guy in A tier. Now I'm going to put him in F tier cuz he's regen. He sucks booty cheeks. His green card brings down his defenses by 300,000, and then his strike attack goes down by 10,000 each time you use a card. And then once you transform, you just immediately die because you're a regen main. Next up, we have Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Initially, before, I thought this guy sucked very, very, very much. And I used the old transforming Super Saiyan type yellow Vegito instead. But now that I have this guy 6 stars, I'm starting to use him a lot more and appreciating him a little bit more. He's definitely better than A tier for sure. Out of all these 3 guys, he's better. Once into A tier, he's not better than Gogeta, not better than UI Sign, but he is better than Broly. The things that he does have to offer are sagas from the movies, right? Obviously very prevalent with the Legend Limited Gohan. Then you also have Fusion Warriors. I mean, dog, those are the main tags. Well, never mind, God Key. God Key and Fusion Warriors are going to be the main tags this guy's ran on. Sagas from the movies is kind of like extra, but it's kind of pointing out a lot more due to the fact, once again, with the Legend Limited Realm of Gohan and the other movie units we got. So right now I'm seeing him being ran more on sagas from the movies than God Key in Future. God Key runs him the least. As of right now, they run him the least. It's Fusion Warriors runs him the most. Sagas from the movies runs him second most, and then God Key, like, they rarely run him. I see other yellow units. Obviously, someone like Champa gonna be able to do a little bit better than them. Next up, we have LF Vegeta. This guy is falling off once again, just like all these units down below here in E tier. Their stats have just gone down below, and they're not able to do as much as they used to originally do. Next up, we have LF Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. His kit, it was one of the best. Well, not one of the best. It was just an amazing kit. His kit was a pretty amazing kit, right? His cover change on strikes. Green card can chain. Blue card nullifies type disadvantage. He's able to inflict extreme bleed. All around, a good kit, but the stats is where he falls behind. If he had better stats, I'd probably put him in the S tier. But because of his stats, I'm going to put him B tier. I mean, not B tier, A tier, bro. I'm going to put him in A tier. Who is he above, though? I'm going to say Kid Buu is better than him. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to put it at. So this is the tier list. Hold on. Super Saiyan 3 is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Nah, wait. Well, he nullifies type disadvantage, though. But transforming Namegoku is last man standing, though. Super Saiyan 3 Goku got the cover change. Transforming Namegoku doesn't have any cover change. Namegoku restores his vanish on the green card. Super Saiyan 3 Goku gets buffs when the enemy switches. I'm gonna put him right there. I'm gonna switch that. But this is the actual tier list right here. So Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, obviously just gonna stay one of the best units in the game. Last Man Standing unit, phenomenal. The best unit in the entire game. Insane blast damage. Once you get put into that 3v1 situation, it's gonna be as if you're playing story mode. That's how much damage you're gonna be doing. Transforming Namagoku, also a great last man standing unit. Functioning on Saiyans and Super Saiyans, being able to be fulfilling that role super well. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he's got that cover change when you're getting Rise of Rush. Boom. Ultimate nullifies type disadvantage. His green card chains. He functions on Saiyans, obviously, with that transforming Namagoku. LF Future Gohan, the best non-LF Zenkai. I don't know though. Well, I don't know, G-Wiz. You tell me, dog. You tell me, dog. So, the LF Future Gohan one arm, he has endurance. His green card obviously gives him that damage. Strike card recovers his vanishing gauge. Does very good damage. Future Hybrid Saiyans, just amazing unit. LL Revival Gohan, songless from the movies, Hybrid Saiyans, very great unit. Able to fulfill his role super well. Able to also tank a rush. Blue card does insane damage. Green card has AoE. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, one of the best kits in the game. Stats are pretty low though. It sucks for me to say this as a Fusion Warrior main, but stats are low. His green card is definitely like top 3 best in the game. Top 3 best. Able to recover ki, destroy your enemy cards, gives you damage inflicted buffs. You're able to chain it into anything. It nullifies cover change. It's insane. Blast armor on the strikes as well. His blue card, once you use it once, you draw another one. His main ability nullifies type disadvantage. He's also able to even tank damage at type disadvantage. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, he has that unique vanishing gauge, able to take, 2 blasts before you have to use the actual vanishing gauge. Green card does the AoE, gonna be able to get card draw speed. Main ability restores health, gives you that ultimate insane damage. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta used to not be one of the most popular LFs. However, after time, I've come to realize that he's better. He's got that green card counter. Oh, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and UI, they, got those 2 cover changes on the blast strikes. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta only has it on the strikes. He can counter it with his green. He builds up his ultimate and gives damage inflicted buffs that are both non-cancelable. But yeah, the ultimate does crazy freaking damage. Not able to tank though. LF Super Saiyan Broly, he's got blast armor on the strikes. Green card gives him card draw speed. Whenever he's facing someone, he gets a bunch of buffs. Then we move down to LF Kid Buu. Pretty much what he's infamous for is his vanishing gauge, not really known for his damage. LF Rose, known for his extreme bleed. I mean, there's just not really much once you get more down into the tier list. Corrupted Zamasu, yeah. I mean, God Ki needed the red, so I mean, that's the reason why he's prevalent. If there was another red, like the old Super Saiyan Rose or the Super Saiyan God Goku, if they got their Zenkais, this guy wouldn't be on the majority of God Ki teams, because obviously Zenkais are better than LFs. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, he's falling off. Stats are getting old. Even at 7 stars, you'd want to choose, transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta. God Ki, you have a better blue option. You just do. And then, wait, does God Ki have a better blue option? I don't even really know, dog. I think I'm tripping. Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta, you are what you are. I don't really care, dog. Yellow Super Saiyan for Goku. GT doesn't really need you, dog. They got better options. Then E tier, Super Saiyan Vegito, LF Frieza, LF Goten, LF Vegeta. Once again, their stats have fallen far below the standards of what are asked of today, which is pretty much defenses that are above 165,000, as well as offensive stats that are above 265,000. At the very least, we want those stats for these units. So if they can get Zenkais, they'll be moved up. And then we have this ugly man. Zenkai transforming LF Piccolo. Few main regen. Bruh, just leave. Just go to Mars and drink some Kool-Aid.